Hello, this is the Haider Report. Please subscribe and like if what you're saying. That's it.
Hello, this was my brother, and as you can see, he has some interest in this venture, sort of. What I'd like to talk about today is that I want to make some criticisms that I've seen of the liberal media, which exists primarily in the US, which is most of my commentary and my opinion is from, on what you'd call the liberal media, such as Fox News, such as Bill Maher, Jon Stewart, Young Turks, Secular Talk, these types. Because there's a lot of criticism which exists for the conservative media, primarily Fox News, which is totally justified. However, there also needs to be criticism for the what you call liberal media, because they never get left criticism. And they need, because they actually have some elements of propaganda that needs to be shown. I'll start with primarily on the Iraq War. So, for example, what's the main problem that it has? Well, the first problem is that they all think that the conflict that exists is a conflict that's going on for thousands and thousands and hundreds of years between the Sunnis and the Shiites, and it is now just being resurfacing. Well, if you look at the historical record, you'd find that that is not true. That you'd find that Sunni and Shiites have coexisted peacefully for a long time. There have been points of high tension and points of low tension, but if you put it on a graph, you'd find that mostly they've been living peacefully, especially if you make it for the last 100 years, last 200 years, or even last 300 years. So this does not bear any historical account. Another problem is that they think that this is codified in religious dogma and religious script. Well, dogma, that may be true, and obviously is true. But in the script, you cannot find such a thing. There is nothing in the Quran which says that a Sunni should kill a Shiite and a Shiite should kill a Sunni. There's nothing which says such a thing. It would be very weird to find that one of the main principles of people who believe in Islam, that they should kill anybody who believes in Islam. That is just nonsensical. However, the sheikhs and the ulama do that because they want to control the way Islam should be. They think the version of Islam that they think is the only version of Islam. So it's more about power and extremism than it is about an internecine Shia-Sunni conflict, which existed before, but not to this level. Second is that most of them, especially Bill Maher, you find this, that they make it as if though the problem with the Iraq war is that we lost too much. Of course that's true. We lost a lot of troops, a lot of battle, a lot of treasure. In that war, 6 trillion they've sunk. However, you should point out that actually the real losers of such war were the Iraqis. 200,000 people died. Conservative estimate. 6 trillion. Their whole infrastructure has been destroyed. So this obviously is more of a problem for the Iraqi people, especially now, as you can see. It looks like even 60 years from now they're not going to rebuild themselves. So we should look at it as not that it's just too costly for us and we want to do the good thing, but that it's a horrible thing and it's counterproductive and it's not going to help anybody. Last but not least, you have to see that there's quite a hypocritical view that the United States, and the West in general, nobody is after this, when they take about this talk, and which seems that the liberal media does not look at that. For example, you see that in the United States, for example, they want to fight against ISIS, but they want to support them before in Syria. They hate terrorism, but they support Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. That's completely hypocritical. It doesn't make any sense unless you understand that they are actually allies with these people. And that is the point that most of them do not see. And I hope that they will see if they, by God, watch this video. Well, thank you. That's it. Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe and like this video.